Seniors, have you noticed your eyes feeling more tired lately? Maybe the newspaper print seems smaller, or reading your favorite book at night requires a little more squinting. You might even be relying on brighter lights or stronger glasses than you used to, and still wondering why things feel just a little duller. Welcome to Senior Vital Health. And today we're not talking about medications or surgeries. We're talking about something simple, gentle, and often overlooked. The food on your plate. More specifically, 3 tiny seeds that can quietly protect and nourish your eyes, especially after the age of 70. You see, one of the most common and frustrating parts of aging is watching your vision slowly shift. Your eyes get drier, glare becomes harder to tolerate, and fine details, like the expression on your grandchild's face, can become harder to focus on. But here's what most people don't realize. Much of that change traces back to a fragile layer at the back of your eye called the retina. It's delicate, it's essential, and it quietly breaks down with age, often without pain, without warning, and without you realizing it until the damage has already been done. That's the part that hurts the most, not physically, but emotionally. Because when your vision changes, so does your confidence, your independence, even your ability to connect with others. But here's the truth that I want you to remember. You are not powerless, and you don't need to spend hundreds of dollars on complicated supplements or harsh treatments to start helping your eyes. Sometimes the answer is much simpler. There are 3 natural seeds, small, inexpensive, and full of healing power, that can help reduce inflammation, improve blood flow to your eyes, and keep them comfortably hydrated. These seeds are easy to find, easy to use, and when taken regularly, they may just become one of your favorite daily habits. In just a few minutes, I'll show you exactly which seeds to use, why they work, and how to make them part of your routine, without stress or overwhelm. Now, if this is your first time here on Senior Vital Health, welcome. We create gentle, research-backed videos designed for older adults who want to stay strong, independent, and in control of their health. If that sounds like you, I'd love for you to subscribe so you don't miss the simple things that can make a big difference. Seed 3, chia seeds. Let's begin with one of the most quietly powerful foods for aging eyes. Chia seeds. You've likely seen them before, maybe sprinkled over yogurt or floating in a trendy drink. But don't let their size fool you. These tiny seeds are loaded with vision-supporting nutrients that can help keep your eyes clearer and more comfortable, especially as you age. What makes chia seeds so unique? It's their rich content of omega-3 fatty acids, particularly a plant-based type called ALA. Your retina is constantly working. It needs oxygen and nutrients every second of the day. But as blood flow slows with age and inflammation begins to rise, that nourishment gets interrupted. Omega-3s in chia help restore circulation and calm inflammation around the retina. That can mean better protection against conditions like macular degeneration, one of the top causes of vision loss in people over 70. Chia seeds also contain 2 antioxidants that are critical for eye health: lutein and zeaxanthin. You may recognize those names from expensive eye vitamins, but here they're naturally bundled into 1 spoonful of seed. These compounds act like tiny sunglasses inside your eye, shielding the retina from light damage, strain, and oxidative stress caused by screens or bright lights. And there's one more benefit: moisture. Dry eyes are extremely common in older adults, especially during allergy season or after a long day reading. Chia seeds, when soaked, form a gel-like substance. This gel helps support hydration in the body, including the tear film that protects your eyes. Several of my patients have told me their afternoon eye fatigue improved just by adding chia to their breakfast. One woman, Edna, 76, had mild macular degeneration and constantly used artificial tears. After 3 weeks of adding soaked chia seeds to her oatmeal, she noticed her eyes felt more awake in the morning. and her optometrist noted less redness and irritation. Now, how do you start? Begin with just a teaspoon a day. Stir it into oatmeal, blend it into smoothies, or soak it in water overnight to create a gentle chia drink. Just one tip: never eat them dry. Chia seeds absorb water like sponges and should always be paired with liquid. And if you're taking blood thinners or have low blood pressure, speak with your doctor first. Chia is natural, but still powerful. And in the right amount, it's one of the easiest ways to support your vision, one bite at a time. Seed 2. Flax seeds. Now, if chia seeds are like a blanket of support for the entire retina, then flax seeds are the quiet guardians of your macula, the small central area of your retina that lets you see sharp detail, like reading a church program, recognizing a face across the room, or enjoying the fine print on a crossword puzzle. And for people over 70, the macula is one of the first areas to start showing signs of strain. You may have noticed this already: needing more light to read, seeing more glare on the road, or struggling with small text. That's why flax seeds are such a powerful tool, especially if you're trying to protect the clearest part of your vision. Like chia, flax seeds are rich in ALA, a type of plant-based omega-3 fatty acid that helps calm inflammation in your eyes. But flax actually contains even more ALA per serving. And when it comes to macular support, every drop counts. The omega-3s in flax nourish your photoreceptor cells, the tiny cells in the macula that help you see in color and detail. When those cells become inflamed or undernourished, your vision starts to lose sharpness, as if someone turned the contrast down on your TV screen. But flax seeds go even further. They contain a rare antioxidant called lignans, one you won't find in chia. Lignans help your body neutralize free radicals, which are unstable molecules that can quietly damage the blood vessels in your eyes. By reducing this oxidative stress, lignans in flax help support healthy circulation to the macula and keep your eyes more resilient to light sensitivity and glare. Many of my patients with early signs of macular strain find this especially helpful when driving or reading under bright lights. And here's something fascinating: flax seeds don't just support your eyes. They also support your gut, which in turn helps your eyes. This is called the gut-eye connection. Inflammation in the digestive tract can increase inflammation in the retina, but flax seeds contain a special type of fiber that feeds your good gut bacteria, helping lower inflammation throughout the body. One of my longtime patients, Mr. Harold, age 74, used to complain about irritated, watery eyes and difficulty adjusting to low light in restaurants. We added just 1 tablespoon of ground flax to his yogurt each morning. A month later, he told me his digestion had improved, his eyes felt more comfortable, and he wasn't squinting at menus anymore. Now, there is one key thing to remember about flax: it must be ground. Whole flax seeds pass through your system undigested, so if you want the benefits, grind them yourself using a coffee grinder, or buy them pre-ground and keep them in the fridge to protect the healthy oils. Start slow, maybe a teaspoon a day, and work up to a tablespoon. If you're on medications like blood thinners or hormone-sensitive drugs, be sure to check with your doctor. But overall, flax is incredibly easy to use. Stir it into soups, cereal, oatmeal, or even mix it into pancake batter. You won't taste it, but your macula will thank you. Seed 1. Sunflower seeds. Now let's move on to a seed that's probably already in your pantry: sunflower seeds. Maybe you've snacked on them during a baseball game or sprinkled them on a salad without thinking much of it. But when it comes to supporting tired, aging eyes, sunflower seeds are one of the most underrated natural protectors out there, especially if you've been dealing with dryness, blurry vision by evening, or that heavy pulling sensation behind your eyes at the end of the day. The secret lies in their rich supply of vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that shields the retina from oxidative stress. Think of oxidative stress like rust, slowly breaking down delicate tissues inside the eye, especially if you're exposed to lots of sunlight, screens, or artificial lighting. Vitamin E works like a protective polish, helping slow that rusting process. It supports central vision, helps maintain retinal structure, and may even slow the progression of age-related macular degeneration. But the best part is that you're getting all of this from real food. No pills, no prescriptions, just whole nutrition. But that's just the beginning. Sunflower seeds are also packed with healthy fats, especially monounsaturated fats, that help your eyes stay lubricated and comfortable. You see, many seniors suffer from dry eyes, but it's not always about eye drops. Often it's because your tear film, the natural layer of moisture that coats your eye, begins to break down. The fats and vitamin E in sunflower seeds support your tear film from the inside out. And when that layer is stable, your eyes feel clearer, smoother, and less irritated throughout the day. And we can't forget circulation. Your retina relies on tiny blood vessels to bring in oxygen and nutrients. As we age, those vessels can constrict or stiffen. Sunflower seeds offer two minerals that help: selenium and magnesium, which help relax blood vessels, allowing blood to flow freely and nourish your eyes where it matters most. I'll never forget a patient named Joyce, 79 years old and still driving herself to choir practice twice a week. She told me her eyes would get foggy by evening, especially when she was trying to read sheet music or drive home after sunset. We added just a tablespoon of unsalted sunflower seeds to her afternoon snack, usually sprinkled over yogurt with some berries. Within 3 weeks, she said the tightness behind her eyes had eased. She wasn't straining as much at dusk, and most importantly, she felt confident driving again. So, how can you use sunflower seeds safely? Start with unsalted shelled seeds, especially if you're watching your blood pressure. If chewing is a concern, you can grind them and mix them into smoothies, baked goods, or even blend them into salad dressings. If you have a sensitive stomach or gallbladder issues, go slowly. But for most people, sunflower seeds are a gentle, powerful way to give your eyes the daily support they need, without changing your whole lifestyle. Just one small addition, and you're giving your vision the nourishment it's quietly asking for. So now that we've explored chia, flax, and sunflower seeds, each offering its own kind of gentle support for your aging eyes, you might be wondering, how do I actually start? The answer isn't complicated. You don't need to eat all 3 seeds every day. You don't need a fancy routine or a strict meal plan. In fact, trying to do everything at once can feel overwhelming, and we don't want that. Instead, think of this as a quiet, steady habit you're building into your week. Maybe you start with chia seeds on Monday, flax on Tuesday, and sunflower seeds on Wednesday. Or maybe you sprinkle all 3 into a homemade trail mix and enjoy a spoonful every morning with breakfast. The key is consistency, not perfection. Because after 70, your body is speaking to you more clearly. That extra dryness after lunch, that squinting when you read your mail, that fuzzy glare at dusk, those aren't just signs of aging. They're signals, gentle calls for support. And the beauty is, you now know how to respond. One of my favorite parts of this approach is how non-invasive it is. You're not adding stress or complexity to your day. You're not relying on another pill bottle. You're simply giving your body what it needs in the most natural, familiar way possible, through food. I've watched so many seniors make this shift, and while the change doesn't always happen overnight, it often brings back something even more important than comfort: hope. Take it one seed at a time. Keep it simple. Choose one small change you can start this week, whether it's adding flax to your oatmeal, sunflower seeds to your salad, or chia to your morning drink. Because over time, these small, quiet acts of care add up. And they can help your eyes feel more supported, more comfortable, and more like they used to be, without turning your whole life upside down. If you've made it this far, I want to pause and say thank you, truly. It means you care, not just about your eyesight, but about your ability to stay independent, connected, and vibrant in the years ahead. And that says something powerful about who you are. You're not someone who gives up easily. You're someone who's still learning, still growing, and still choosing to take care of yourself. One small step at a time. Because let's be honest, when our vision fades, it doesn't just affect how we see the world. It changes how we feel in the world. It makes it harder to read a note from a loved one, harder to see someone wave to you from across the street, harder to enjoy the everyday joys that once came so easily. And that's why I made this video, not to overwhelm you with science or scare you with statistics, but to show you that even now, even here, there are still things you can do to feel better, to feel supported, and to feel hopeful again. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to get it all right. But if you can stir a spoonful of chia into your breakfast, sprinkle a bit of flax into your soup, or toss some sunflower seeds into your salad, you're already taking a powerful step. You're telling your body, I'm still here, I still care, and your body will respond, not with miracles, but with quiet progress. Less dryness, less strain, a little more clarity, and a little more confidence in how you move through your day. So wherever you are right now, whether you've just started noticing changes in your vision or you've been dealing with it for a while, I want you to know this. It's never too late to nourish your eyes, never too late to support your body, never too late to feel hopeful again. If this video gave you a new idea, a little clarity, or just reminded you that your health still matters, I'd be honored if you supported this channel. Click subscribe so you don't miss future videos on how to age with strength, clarity, and confidence. Give this video a like if it spoke to you, and most importantly, share it with someone you care about, a friend, a sibling, a neighbor who might be quietly struggling with their eyesight and doesn't know where to begin. And before you go, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Are you already using chia, flax, or sunflower seeds? Or are you planning to start? Let me know. I read every story, and you never know. Your words might be the reason someone else takes that first step. This is from Senior Vital Health. I want to remind you, health isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. Take care of your eyes. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next video.